I was reading a Facebook post of a person, and they were expressing that they were feeling hungry for God. Have you ever felt hungry for God? I'm sure you have. I know I have. Have you ever asked yourself the question, what generates this hunger for God? Hunger would be another word for lack. Why is it that we lack God? Why is it that we are hungry for God? Have you ever contemplated this? What creates the emptiness that would create the hunger? Or what creates the distance that we would seek to be closer to God? What creates the distance between God and us? That would be a good thing to meditate on. Now, I would like to posit and offer the answer as I have received it through meditation, and that is that our natural mind and reasoning creates the distance that we feel from God. And distance from God creates this hungry feeling of not having enough of God. And it's all a psychological illusion. If I were to tell you that the God that you're hungry for is actually your own soul, and if I were to tell you that in order to be closer to God, you need to seek connection with yourself and become closer with your own soul, this essentially will close the mental gap that our ego mind has created in the dichotomy between our humanity and God's divinity. Our mind has separated these two aspects, and this is what has created the feeling of separation from God, the distance from God, the hunger we feel for God because of this mental separation. If you can bring it home within yourself and integrate your concept of God with your own soul, as your own soul, you will find the difference of having that wellspring of living waters in you that will cause you to never be hungry again. It'll cause you to never be thirsty for God again, because you have brought God home into your soul. You're no longer having to project outward. For example, when you sit to commune with God, where is your attention going? Where is your attention and your focus being projected to? Are you focusing your attention outward and upward into the sky somewhere? believing that God is up there in the universe somewhere? Or are you turning that focus within yourself, within your beautiful soul, which is the spark of God, which is the breath of God? You are as close to God as your own breath, for your breath is God. So I hope that makes sense, and maybe you can bring God closer and bridge that distance so that you don't have to go looking and feel hungry and thirsty for the illusion of not having it or not being it. It makes a big, big